And tonight's special guest is Robin Dupree Reed. I kind of screwed that up at the beginning, but
thank you.
I got it that time.
Yay!
She's a predominant YouTuber, and she has some very interesting stuff on her channel. What I really like about your channel there, Robin, is you David Letterman used to do this thing here. He would, like, when he'd have his stuff on his index cards and he'd flip them away, and you do that at your camera, and sometimes it hits the camera. I think that to me that's just hilarious. I don't know why. It just speaks. Oh, okay, this is funny. But anyway, I have some general questions here for you first.
Sure. Thank you for comparing me to David Letterman.
Oh, you're welcome. I like that. Hey, I only compare the best people with the best people. So.
Aw, thanks.
I know you've talked about this on your channel, but were you ever religious at one time?
No, I was never religious. I was born into a Catholic family. My mother is a devout Catholic. I went to Catholic school, but I've always been very skeptical. I never bought into the whole thing. I mean, I did believe in God for a time, but always had a lot of questions. And I've said this on my channel before. Don't ever ask in Catholic school, how do two people populate the entire earth? Mm-hmm. Don't ever ask that in Catholic school.
Yeah, they did that on Fox one day. Some kid asked the preacher. They always come on. It's like, I don't know.
Uh-huh. Oh no! In Catholic school, you get grabbed by the hair and dragged down the hallway. So,
oh no! Yeah, that's not fun.
But no, I was never religious. I did believe in God only because, that was what to do, because I was in a family that believed in God.
Right.
But I always had a lot of questions. I was always very skeptical.
Yeah, I understand that. I grew up in a family of Lutherans, and so we didn't discuss it a whole lot, but it's like, well, everybody just believes in God, so you should just too.
Exactly.
Yeah. My next question here is for you. There's not a whole lot of women in the atheist movement right now. I mean, the numbers are increasing. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, why do you think that the numbers are so low right now, and why do you think that the numbers should get well, not bigger, but I mean, do you see where we're going with that? They should
get bigger. We have a voice, and I don't want to make this out to be a feminist thing, because it's really not. I don't really even consider myself a feminist.
Right.
But we have a voice, and I don't know why there's not so many women. I really can't answer that. I wish there were more. I'm going to tell you, I have 550, 560 subs, and I would be willing to bet that 500 of them are men. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I don't understand why there aren't more women. I'm sure there are more women who are atheists.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why they're not vocal and here on YouTube. I don't know. I've always been very vocal about everything. I'm not shy, so.
Well, that's good. We need more women like you out on the front lines of the atheist movement.
I wish they would step. I really do. I wish they would step up. There's nothing to be afraid of. I mean, voicing your opinion is. I mean, it's your right to do it.
Exactly. So. Exactly. I see sometimes you have these interesting transitions on your channel when you do transitions on your videos. What do you use to edit your videos?
I'm kind. You know me. You already know I'm kind of computer illiterate, because you've had to take over my computer a couple of times.
Well, I'll just help out a little bit, but
but no, I just use the video editor thing. Oh. That's all I use.
Oh, so you just
it took me a long time to figure that out, because I'm going to tell you, my first few videos, my first probably 5 videos, it's all one take. It's just all one take, and like if I screwed up, I had to start over. I didn't know what I was doing. I had to start over from the beginning. So all of my first 5 to 10 videos are all one take until I figured out how to put things together.
So it's been a learning experience then for you.
So far, yes. It's just I'm still learning, actually.
Oh,
but I like it to be raw like that and simple.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. On this show, everything's complicated.
I see that.
Hence why we got started a little late tonight. What inspired you to get onto YouTube and start posting your videos?
I for a while I was just on Facebook, and I wrote a blog on Blogger, and I had maybe 50 tops, loyal readers. And I would post it, do my blog on Blogger, post it on Facebook, and I would let it get posted on Twitter as well. But I don't really go on Twitter, but people started blocking me and stuff on Facebook, friends and family members.
Oh, don't you love that when that happens? When it's like, oh my gosh, they're speaking out against God. Block her, because that might seep into our brains.
And most of my things were about news stories. It wasn't, in your face atheistic at all. It was more about news stories that pissed me off. And then, of course, the election came around, and I'm from Louisiana. Most of my family is Republican, so the stuff that I was posting, they did not like very much at all.
Yeah.
So,
my condolences on the family of Republicans there.
I know, right? So, I posted a comment on a football player's Facebook page. His name is Chris Cluey. He was the punter for the Minnesota Vikings last year, I think, and he wrote a letter to a Republican in Baltimore, Maryland, who wrote a letter to the Baltimore Ravens owner, telling him he needs to censor his players because one of his players was coming out for marriage equality. Oh. Chris Cluey wrote this letter to this guy that was amazing. People should Google this. It is amazing. Exactly what I would want to say to this man. And I posted a comment on his Facebook page that said, "Young man, you crawled inside of my head and got all the words right out of my head."
There you go.
And then I said, "I want to hug you and fuck you and marry you." Okay?
Not necessarily in that order.
I said it just like that. Almost immediately, a stranger was friending me on Facebook, and I didn't normally, friend strangers, and I did, and he and I started talking a lot, and he's the one who got me to come on YouTube. His name is Satan's Pen Pal.
Satan's Pen Pal.
Yeah, he's on YouTube. His name is Satan's Pen Pal. He's a
I had him as a neighbor, I think.
Militant atheist, I guess you can call him.
Okay.
And he doesn't make videos, but he does a lot of commenting and stuff. But he got me onto YouTube. He said, "You need to go on there, and you need to just start, debating the Christians and so forth." I never intended to make videos. Fish Head Salad, he kind of pushed me into the videos, and Mr. Greycoat pushed me kind of over the edge. He told me, "Robin, get your fuck off sized opinions on video," and I did. So
I like Fish Head Salad's channel too. He's got some really great videos.
He's the best. He's fantastic. Him and PW Swivel, they're the best.
Yeah, I like the stuff when he talks about Mr. Clown Shoes.
And yes, absolutely.
Those are hilarious. Those are fucking hilarious. I want to see more of those. And I know he's in the chat room tonight, so
we miss him.
We miss you. Just get some out there. We got another quick question here. What do you do outside of your YouTube persona? I mean, what do you do for work on the real? You don't have to give the name of the company or anything like that, but just what do you do?
I work in retail and I work in restaurant. Part-time I wait tables at a restaurant.
Really?
And I actually manage 2 very big cosmetic counters.
Wow.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
That's all right.
I don't have to tell you the brands or anything.
No, I won't. I don't want anybody come looking for you because you get your name right out there. So
exactly.
not that hard
well,
to find.
Well, they can find me. I mean, if they really wanted to.
Right. Exactly. But yeah, it's really interesting to find out what other people do. I mean, myself, I have a regular job too, but my job is I just drive around, sort of. Right. So people come from all walks of life. Everybody seems to think that because we're an atheist, we're all like scientists or some shit like that. It's like, no, we're just regular people.
No, and I live in the South. I live in the Bible Belt. I live in a little town that's very Christian. And where I wait tables, like on Sunday, I'm feeding the Christians every Sunday. And
they love the chicken in the Sunday.
Oh, my goodness gracious. They leave me the little pamphlets sometimes instead of money.
Oh, that's always nice. Oh,
yes.
We won't give you money because we're going to give you God.
Exactly.
Because you might spend money on yourself to, feed your family, but we don't. We want you to live for death. Here you go.
Exactly. I might pay my rent with the money you give me.
Right.
Can I pay my rent with this little pamphlet? No.
I'll just tell that to my landlord.
Exactly.
I'd like to pay.
These.
Yes, I'd like to pay you, but these nice Christian people said, you don't need rent money. You just need the Word of God.
Oh man.
That'll go over like a fart.
And drop it in the offering plate, Robin.
Exactly. Well, I should, right? Just scoop them all up, go into a church, and drop it into their offering plate.
There you go.
Watch it combust.
It's recycling.
Exactly.
No, for me, I'd go right in the trash.
Well, I save them and I use them in my videos sometimes.
Oh, do you? Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
I got all kinds of props.
There you go. Hey, everybody needs a good prop. What's one of the best videos you've ever seen on another channel besides, Packard Pokes At?
Of course. All of your videos are the best.
Oh, well, thank you. Turn my head, make me blush.
P.W. Swivel's I Am Not a Monster is one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
The one he just posted where he's basically giving what's his name? Cheeky from the Atheist Hub, Cheeky Vimto or something.
I'm not sure.
He's kind of giving him a shout out when the monster is playing the piano.
Oh, really? I'll have to see.
It's pretty awesome. You should go check it out.
Oh, you'll send me the link after the show.
Yeah, and Fish Head Salads, several of his videos are very good in the Godspell, the whole Godspell series.
Oh yeah, those are good
All
too.
of those are absolutely amazing.
Yes, I like those. Those are excellent videos. I've seen.
Yeah.
I think I've seen all of them, if not most of them anyway. All right, I'm going to turn over I'm not going to take up all your time, myself anyway. I'm going to turn over to the questionnaires to everybody else here. Crystal, what are your questions for Robin?
Robin, just first of all, it's nice to meet you, and we're thrilled to have you here tonight. We've been looking forward to you coming.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Crystal.
You're very welcome. I think the only question that I kind of came up with, and it's kind of came out of the conversation you and Packard were having, is what do you think about the Atheism Plus movement? And, it seems like there's a lot of real kind of hardcore feminist people that are in there. I think more women than men that I've noticed. And just what's your take on that?
I think most of us feel the same way about that. Why is there a plus after atheism?
Yeah.
I'm an atheist. It only means that I don't believe a God exists. That's all it means.
Right.
Plus, I don't get it. I don't understand it. And these women that you're talking about, these hardcore feminists, these radical feminists, is the reason why women who want to really do something for other women can't call themselves feminist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because they have this reputation it's just gone crazy. These women think that all men are potential rapists.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Are you fucking kidding me? I have two grandfathers. I had a father. I have two brothers. I have a son. I have a grandson. They are not potential rapists.
Exactly.
I don't understand that whole movement at all.
No, it seems like it's just like really venom-filled to me. I just almost feel toxic when I read it. It's just...
is venom-filled. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't see the whole point of the plus movement either. I'm
We're
just
atheists.
Just an
and
atheist.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
That should be. I don't see any reason to add a plus to it. You can be humanist. You can be whatever. Then if we have to add a plus to atheism, we have to add a plus to everything in our lives. We might as well say I'm a man plus this plus that plus that plus that. Then it just becomes pedantic and repetitive, and then just fucking stupid after that.
It is. It really is. And then look at all the problems that is going on in that little organization. I guess it's an organization. Mm-hmm. I think it's maybe started with somebody wanting to be the leader of something,
Right.
like whoever is like the leader of it, that's all it was, is they wanted to be the leader of something.
Yeah.
I don't really pay much attention to it. I see it popping up on YouTube every once in a while, but I really don't give it much attention, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Except when one of these women are screaming in some guy's face.
Right. Oh yeah, I've seen the women, these videos of women. They're just like,
That's unreal.
Yeah,
And
like, I'm fucking
call her
talking
Big
here.
Red.
It's like, yeah, and they get these women out there that are screaming, "Hey, I'm fucking talking here. Don't you stop talking. Don't have. I'm asking you a question. Don't answer me until I stop you." And it's like, what the fuck? It's like, damn.
Exactly.
I mean, I understand. Women have been in this country and in a lot of places in the world have been put down, but a lot of that was because of religion. I mean, the atheist movement is not something. We're trying to make it equal across the board. Yes, I granted there's problems. We're humans. We're gonna have problems. We're trying to work this out, but we have to. The key there, we have to work together. Before I get back up on my post here,
you're gonna get on your soapbox again.
Yes, I have to stand a little taller in this video here. Crystal, do you have any other questions for Robin?
No, I don't have any questions. I'm just going to be known as Crystal Plus from now on. So,
Plus awesome.
that's right.
That's right.
Hotness on a stick. Don't forget it.
There you go.
No, but thank you, Robin. I mean, that's just that's interesting to me. If I'm a Christian, and but I do like to go look. But I find myself just almost like I can't even look at what they're doing. It's just it's sickening.
Yeah, it really is.
Most of us, I think, don't like it. I mean, I can only ever speak for myself.
Mhm.
Okay,
Sure.
I can only ever speak for me. But it seems like most people don't really like it.
Yeah.
I mean, from the people that I talk to, there's no consensus there. Most people don't like it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hate. It's just a lot of hate, a lot of anger, and
you're absolutely right.
they're
And
just
we
going to
have
combust.
we get enough hate from religious people who, I don't know, most of them think like we're devil worshippers or something,
Right.
or we're like.
Well, I got my horns around here somewhere. Hang on.
Exactly. Well, I do.
I gotta. Excuse me a minute. I gotta go and sacrifice a goat. It's,
I did want to say that I enjoy your videos. I like the way that you do them, and sitting there, I just feel like I'm sitting there on the couch with you, and I enjoy that kind. So I really do. Your videos are great.
okay, Connie, do you have any questions for Robin?
I have a couple. First of all, where do you find your fundy posts?
There's a website called Fundy Say the Darndest Things on Facebook that I've been reading for a few years now, and I used to just sit here all by myself and just click through them and just laugh my ass off all by myself here in my apartment. I'm kind of running out, so I'm looking for other places to find them because man, I have fun doing that.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
well, if I hear anything, I'll shoot them over to you.
Well, I've been trolling like this week. I don't know if y'all saw it this week, tonight, the one I posted tonight. I used some quotes from like Pat Robertson and
Yes.
Ray Comfort and so forth. So
Oh, yeah. Did you hear
that's
this?
like, I mean, I can have that. That could go on for years.
Mm-hmm.
Years.
Pat, yeah.
Yeah, you hear his recent one? He's saying that Christians are the new blacks.
Christians are the new blacks. I said that in my video tonight from Brian Fisher, actually.
Oh, is it Brian Fisher? Yeah.
He was whining about Christians being discriminated against, and he
Yeah.
said, Christians are the new blacks.
I have
I-
particular
A
hate for
moron.
Brian Fisher myself.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian
yeah.
Fisher. Brian Fisher is.
He's a dick.
He is a dick.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Give him a dick hat.
Not mine.
Oh,
no.
and I was going to ask you too. You're going through the Bible. I'm curious, how far are you going to take this? Are you going to go all the way through?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm kind of enjoying reading it. And when I first started it, now I know I've mentioned this guy before, Satan's pen pal. He is the one who gave me the idea. It was his idea. And when I started it, I was kind of serious. I wanted to read it. I wanted to ask questions. I wanted Christians to come on and answer them. Well, that's not happening. I do have one on my last post that came on and actually was asking me questions, not really answering anything. But I was kind of serious at first, but now I'm just kind of having fun with it, I think. Yeah. It's gotten so utterly ridiculous. Listen, I've read it before, but a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And I guess I'm reading it with new eyes now. But, oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, when you take the God quotient and God done it out of the equation.
Done it.
When you take, you have Parent of the Year. Are you actually going to do like I
should have an award ceremony,
do an
right?
actual award at the end of the year?
I should.
You should.
I
think it's.
I'm not sure what that's going to be, but I think I will.
Well, you have to make up your own. You have to make up either draw one or something like that, or make up a little statue and say here.
It's going to be. Maybe I'll have my subs vote on it.
Oh, there you go.
So far, there's one person who's just like, I don't think anybody. It's not that I don't think anybody's going to beat her. I hope no one beats her. I mean, she gave her 4-month-old baby to a pedophile. And there's not. I mean,
terrible.
I would hope there's nothing worse than that.
Yeah, I would hope not either.
Agreed.
Connie, do you have any other questions?
I think I'm going to pass it over. Do we have questions?
We had questions in the chat room, Bildum. Yes.
I've got one from Dawkins here if you want to hear that one.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. He asked, Dawkins Dog in the chat room, he asked, what is your opinion on, is it Elaine de Botton's drive to open, quote, atheist churches?
Well, that goes back to the, maybe the Atheism Plus thing. Why do we need a church?
Yeah.
Why do we need a church? What? Really? Are you fucking kidding me? What? A church? No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
I don't get it.
I don't
get it at all. Listen, to be an atheist means you don't believe a God exists. Mm-hmm. That's it. If you want to have a meeting with other atheists once in a while, okay, cool. But we don't need a church.
Right.
I don't understand that. Why are they doing this? Why are they making it like this? Damn it, they're going to just ruin it for the rest of us.
Exactly.
They are. I mean, seriously. Think about it.
And then Dawkins says he agrees entirely. It's just playing in Christians' hands when they say atheism is a religion.
It is. We've been trying to tell them it's not for how long? And now you just want to make up a church. How stupid. Listen, it pisses me off when I am watching somebody else's video or I see in a comment section words like Christopher Hitchens, our Lord and Savior.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's fucking ridiculous.
That pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
I do not need a Lord and Savior. I don't have a Lord and Savior. Christopher Hitchens, it was a human being.
Right.
Period.
Right. I had a question here. It's from Wise Guy Eddie. He says, question for Robin. Although we're atheists, do you ever have spiritual yearnings?
Ooh, good question.
Does Big Red count? Is he spiritual?
Battery operated.
I really don't. I believe in myself. I believe in other human beings. No, I really don't.
Okay.
If anybody's got any questions, type them in now.
Yeah, type in exactly now.
Before my computer crashes again.
That's right.
That happened to me in another show once before.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the computer.
That I just froze out like that, and I had to turn my computer off completely and then turn it back on. And back.
I'm going to play devil's advocate about this atheist church thing.
Yep.
I remember that Sky's the Limit had a thing about this, and he just asked the question. It seems like it's more something that people who were really involved in church, they miss that community, they miss the music, and some of the ceremony, some of the feeling that you got from a really good church with, like good potlucks, I guess, and things like that.
Right. Just a funny thought just ran through my head, and I almost just laughed my ass off.
It sends the wrong message to atheists because to believers, because they say, atheism is just a religion. I'm going, well, there's no way that I would sign up for this again.
Right.
It's. Right. But I think that's what I know I had a kind of a lonely feeling for a while, which was what was really great about finding other atheists here on YouTube for me when I deconverted.
I agree with you on that because, like I said, I live in the Bible Belt, and I personally do not know. I don't know another atheist. I seriously don't know another atheist here. So me getting onto YouTube and finding this community was awesome, but I don't think we need to make a church out of it.
Right.
No.
I just think it's a ridiculous idea.
Now, we got another question from the chat room here. Wise Guy Eddie says, does it ever get tiresome arguing with people that never read the Bible critically, or never ever read the Bible critically?
Never ever read the Bible critically?
Yes.
Probably never ever read the Bible, period.
Yes. Oh, I get a lot of that too. They claim, I believe in the Bible. Have you read it? No.
Exactly. Especially the Old Testament part. They don't seem to ever read that part. And yes, I do get tired of I have gotten tired of arguing with Christian people, with religious people. I think and I'm going to tell you that P.W. Swivel and I have had this conversation many times. It's a waste of time. We are not accomplishing anything, and we need to focus on keeping them out of our laws.
Oh, yes.
Keeping them out of our schools and out of the education system, because they want to teach craziness to our children. And that's what we need to start focusing on, not these little one-on-one arguments that we have with these people all the time. Now, listen, I'm never going to stop arguing for people's rights, like for gay marriage or rights for women, for anyone. I'm not going to stop arguing for that, but to me that's got nothing to do with being an atheist.
Oh yeah, I agree with you about keeping religion out of the school. There was a little community they were teaching different religions, and they said that these pillars of Islam outside the classroom. Now, if it had said the Old Testament or something, no one would have said jack shit. But because they had the pillars of Islam, they said, "Oh, they're trying to indoctrinate our children with religion of somebody else's religion." It's like, no, it was a class project for everybody, not just them. But the Christian right just goes, "Oh my God, there's other religions." No, you're just like, we can't have that. You know what? That's one of the reasons why I just hate religion altogether. It just divides everybody.
They hate each other. Yeah. They can't even agree on anything. I was watching a video once that I commented on about, it was a teacher, I think in Texas, and of course when you say the word Texas, you're like, pull my hair out. Yes. But she had, I think, the girls wearing saris or something. It was like a civics class. It was like a history class or something like that. It really had nothing to do with the actual religion part. It was just about Muslim people. And, the families were up in arms. It was like, let's massacre this woman because she's trying to teach children about another culture. Well, isn't that what education is for?
No, we're supposed to keep them in the dark.
She's not trying to teach them about the religion. She's trying to teach them about the culture, because I'm sure in that neighborhood, in that school, there's at least one kid that goes to school with something on that's different than everybody else.
Absolutely.
I mean, come on. That is what school is for.
Exactly. That's we're supposed to be learning about each other. I mean, if we don't want to learn about each other, then why do we have history class? Why do we have social studies? Because it's the whole idea between history and social studies is because we're trying to learn from the past, and the social studies learn from the present and learn about the people around us. Now, if we go into life ignorant and we don't know anything about anybody else, then there's going to be problems. And they don't understand why they don't understand this.
You know, they want to change history books. They want to change science books to teach creation along with actual science.
Right.
We cannot allow that to happen.
No, you're right.
We're going to be raising a bunch of ignorant morons.
Yeah.
We cannot allow it to happen.
They're pushing us back.
If you taught a child evolution and the Big Bang, and separately taught them creation with no parental interference from a religious parent or whatever, with no parental interference whatsoever, the kid would pick the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
The kid would not pick creation. Kids are too smart for that.
Exactly.
They would not pick creation.
Yeah, and they're afraid that if a child chooses something else other than, Adam and Eve and the rib woman and the snake or the reptile or the golden fruit from the tree of knowledge and everything, then we just can't have that, because we want to make sure we can't be proven wrong. So we make sure that these children, these little people, believe the same shit we did and go into life going, there's a snake and there's talks. And who fucking believes a fucking snake's talk? Show me a snake that talks other than goes hiss, hiss.
Exactly. And they cannot give up Adam and Eve. If they give up Adam and Eve, they have to give it all up.
Mm-hmm.
They can't give up the original sin of Adam and Eve, because then there's no need for Jesus Christ, and they would have to give up everything they believed in.
Right, exactly. Did get another question from the chat room. Joe Unseen, he's one of our other hosts here on the show. He says, "What do you think of the Jesus mysticism?"
I don't understand what he means by that. I'm sorry.
The myth of Jesus. What do you think of the myth of Jesus? I mean, myth, legend.
There could have been a man named Jesus back then, who ran around thinking that he was the son of God. Mm-hmm. And if people do that nowadays, we put them in a hospital. So I don't,
back then, they just stole the shit out of them.
I don't give that kind of shit much thought, to tell you the truth. Like I said, there could have been there are people who try to do great things now. Okay, so maybe there was a guy back then trying to get everybody to get along or whatever. Maybe there was a guy named Jesus back then, but the Son of God. Mm-hmm. Well, if I don't believe in God, then I don't believe there's a Son of God. So
exactly.
We
had a kind of a fun question here. The real Paul Marshall in the chat room said, he goes, "Got your glasses on?"
Yes, I do, Paul. And are you the real Paul Marshall? Are you the fake Paul Marshall?
Did we have any other questions from the chat room? Joe once says, "Now lower your glasses and slowly and tell me to look that I owe late fees on my books."
Woo-wee.
Joe, you scamp, you.
You bunch of fucking freaks.
Yes, we are. We enjoy every minute of it.
You know what's funny? Nobody's asked me about Big Red. What's going on?
I don't know.
What kind of people are in your damn chat room? Shit.
Oh, that's right. That was before the show.
That was before the show.
That was talking about before the show. That's right.
Aw.
Come on now.
Sorry.
He's sleeping. It's all right.
Yes. All right. Well, then, if there are no other questions here, Robin, I want to thank you again for coming and joining us here on the show, and we'll try to get you back here again as soon as we possibly can. Of course, you're welcome to come back and come and visit us in the chat room during the regular shows, and you know the time and channel, so you're welcome to come and join us. But
I will. Thank you so much. I had fun.
Oh, great! Thank you very much.